EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throw right side, pulled in by Hunter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
They go play action now. Jackson under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Jackson now. They'll try and set up the screen to Jeanty. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now it's Jackson. Screenplay. Here's ETN. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught. Royals with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time.
Kansas City Chiefs.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll run. It's Rashard Smith. They find some open field here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashard Smith, 46 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Don't worry.
Jackson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Up the middle, it's Genty. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdle into him.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
DC, ready?
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets it up past the 35. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This one complete to Lacy. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 37. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Give up the middle. Jenkins. Boy, shifts past him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
They'll run on first down. Keenan, and a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now.
Yellow.
They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Genty. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here is 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
At the 40-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Second and 6.
Ball down these two. Ball down these two.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Yellow.
First down, right back to Jenkins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Yellow. 15.
Once again, Jenkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Patrick going to change the play. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins, 36 yards. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Ravens 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 2nd and 8.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go, Blue Lady. 15. Yellow.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Pass to the right side, hauled in by Royals. Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try and run here with Jenkins. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down and 8. Now Jackson. That is caught by Hunter. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
A pickup of 44 yards on the play. 1st down, Baltimore.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Chiefs 24, Ravens 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The football at the 37-yard line. Well, it was looking like they were going to have the ball in good field position, but now with that fumble, they don't have the football at all.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to imagine what he was thinking there, though, right? I can take this one, break it, go for a big one right here. But you and I both know, always protect the football is the #1 mantra for a kick returner.
Tackled that time by Derek Hall.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Hey, 43, 43, 10.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. And Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And we'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A good position to be in here, second and inches.
Jackson. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
To throw is Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is second and 10.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely
from 17 yards out.
And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
They have been dominant in this one.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now a 2nd and 10.
15. Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Let's go, rule 80. Yellow, yellow.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 39.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A give. Here's Judkins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got the first down and more. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Attack, attack!
A run, it's Judkins. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Jackson going to change things up a bit. second and long. Jackson going to keep it. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Baltimore
From the gun, Jackson. Going right back to Wilson. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson now. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Travis Hunter, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a give, right side. Keenan. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That 1st down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Now they'll change things around before the snap. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 107 yards rushing for him now to this point. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips and bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Yellow.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs are AFC champs as we say goodnight, everybody.